And here we are, Sunday morning. Yeah, today it will be interesting experience. Why? Yesterday it actually rained. It rained from 9 a.m. until like 6 p.m. But today we are expecting 31 degrees. So yesterday it was like 22, 23. Yeah, okay, v redu. Gremo, dust. And already now, currently, we have 96% of humidity. So yeah, and today it will go up to 31. So yeah. Hopefully, I don't know if there will be any rain during the night to cool off, or it will be just in tomorrow. We will see. So speaking of rain, that Friday rain, so yeah, it has caused quite well. There was damage, severe damage to some settlements. I think one hamlet was completely hit by a mud landslide, and several houses, buildings were damaged or even destroyed. So yeah, there was some major damage inflicted on the local population, but nothing on the level of, let's say, last year. And the rain also took out that wildfire. So yeah, for me, one of the interesting, we could also substitute interesting with bizarre things, is that people are building and rebuilding on the same spot, even though they lost their house several times. So apparently one of mom's former schoolmate last year, she has lost her house for the second time in the floods, and she has already, so several years ago there was another such strong flood. She lost her house. They decided to rebuild on the exact same spot because apparently, someone told them, this was one in the century, like a flood. It will not happen again in our lifetime. And they have, made some improvements. So they rebuilt their house on the exact same spot. And on another piece of their property, adjacent, her son bought, not bought, he built a house for himself. I don't know, it was like an extension, annex, or completely separate building. Well, last year they both lost their houses, and they are still living, you know, after a year in a temporary accommodations. And you know, since last year, more and more historical data is coming out, clearly showing that even during the Austro-Hungary times, they already knew that some of these areas that were hit the hardest last year are flood zones. And there was, you know, ban on building anything on these areas. No, anything permanent, let's say. And this, you know, was in fact for a century or so. But then, so let's say, the previous regulation regarding building was that the state controlled the permits. So basically there was a body, a commission or whatever agency who would issue permits for construction for whole Slovenia. But then they changed the law that the municipalities are in charge of issuing licenses, permits, and of course this resulted that people were building everywhere. Yeah. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, just quick addendum. You know, in the morning I thought that we will have to go to the vets because of something that she has done. So basically, you know, I was getting up, I started moving, and as soon as she heard me that I am, you know, upright, I could hear her, you know, that she also got up and went to mom's bed. Okay, I go to see her, you know, scratches and so forth. She was complaining, leave me alone. Can't you see that mom and I are enjoying our TLC? Okay, TLC time. Yeah, lepo. Ja, koliko je en vesel, pa ti zmeran toliko vesela zadevca. Ja, reč, jaz bi norela, jaz bi letela s tabo, reč. Ja. Always wanting to play with Liza every time that we meet. Yeah. So, you know, I go to see on Liza and then I go to the bathroom. And I hear that, you know, Liza is once again moving around the apartment or the floor. You know, I come out, I thought that Liza will be either on the, you know, in the area in front of mom or in front of my bedroom. No, she was not there. I came into my bedroom and she was on my bed, which is strange. You know, for several years now, she doesn't go into my bed, but you know, TLC time with me then, while I was trying to get dressed. And then, you know, I have already left, and I exited the bedroom, and I called Lisa, and she jumped from the bed over some things that I have there, and of course she landed, and I could see immediately that with her right back leg, that she let's say that the leg slipped and went inside, basically. And I of course, once again started to tell her, you are not allowed to jump, especially inside. What were you thinking? You can get hurt. And when I was, accosting her, she started to limp while walking down the stairs. I said, oh, great, and now we will have to go to the emergency vet. She then stops at the landing. I said, okay, let's check what is broken, and then I go up and down the whole leg, paws, the fingers, toes, I check everything. Nothing seems to be broken. Yeah. Then I realized she started faking injury, so just to shut me up. So she needed to shut me up, and she started to fake an injury. As you can see, she's okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it for today.